We are here in Greece, round 5 of the World Championship 2022. And we are nearly close to a new season already, as we are mid-season now. Hi bro, since 2014. Challenge International Circuit, we got 4.8 minutes, 300 miles. Fastest lap is Charles Leclerc with a 113. Stop speed 300 miles, 205 miles. Evolution is 2.5 meters. And then we have got the tires for the qualifying. We're probably not gonna use the soft compound, and for maybe even for the race we're gonna use mediums. As we got 2 in 1, the race and qualifying, so it's gonna be a very long premiere for you guys at home. Now, don't start, but let's give you the predictions of the starting grid. Predictions is Leclerc first, Stroll 19th, Alexander Albon 18th, Vettel 17th. That is this predictions, it's not real. Then we got Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo. Then we got Zhou Guanyu and Norris. And then we have Mick Schumacher and Fernando Alonso. We know Schumacher had taken a grid penalty, 5 place wicket penalty. Lewis Hamilton in 9th and Ocon 8th, Russell, Pierre Gasly 7th. These are predictions. Then we have Kevin Magnussen and Valtteri Bottas. Kevin Magnussen starting 5th again. Then we have Perez and Carlos Sainz. Then we got Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc. Those are the predictions for the Grand Prix of the Greece Grand Prix. Let's see if those predictions are any right in the Grand Prix. For the 2022-3 season, we're gonna have different languages, a different channel for different languages. So yeah, let's go over to the track now. 0 players. What will we do? Will we drive? Yes. Will we finish? Yes. Will we get 3 points? No, we're gonna get half points. But yes, we will get 3 points. We're the only one in the Greece. And now it's raining. It is rain in Greece for qualifying. And they say, I think we need to take the wets, as it looks to be getting way wetter. That is the worst. Let's do so. No, I think it got deleted. No. We are stuck in the box. Great. 8 minutes of qualifying on the wets. Well, we're gonna get pole. We're gonna get our first pole position. Or not. Because can Yo 87 deny us? That's the big question. It is a tricky circuit in the full wet, as you have bombs everywhere around the circuit, a lot of curves, as we saw in Jenny. We had a bit of rain at the end, and it is 55. It's wet weather. Gen ERS. Warm up these tires for the hot lap. As if it's gonna be a wet Grand Prix, we're gonna need to maybe do a restop if it's gonna be 10 laps. Oh, we nearly spin the car out. Disaster! Looking up! We lose our front wing. That is very suspected. We will need to box for a new one. We got 7 minutes to go. Yo left. Our competitor has left. And if you see what I'm talking about, it's gonna go to 100% rain, isn't it? If the FIA decide to red flag, we're on for pole position. But if they don't decide to red flag, that's disaster. I need a rain setup. You're not getting a rain setup, but this might not be even good for the Grand Prix. Going out. And there is red lights. Doesn't mean red flag. If FA red flag, you're gonna have to box or you're forced to come in. Right now, feeling this is a way more downforce setup. And I am not crashing in the grips. Edit the cut. Some more drivers have joined. And Yap is out. Yap is out of circuit. And our friend joins. I'm gonna say we're recording a video, so I can't really do anything.
Moet ze een uurtje uitbieden?
Oh, some Louise. Remember that?
Ja.
We are warming. I'm recording.
Ik heb er al de schoonmaker gegeven. Die heeft ze al. Alleen dat ding moet weer opnieuw om. Nee?
So I just said maybe later we could do some Brookhaven, as that is his favorite game. But just warming up a style. It's gonna be Yappa versus myself. We got 2 minutes of qualifying remain and nobody is at a lap, as these conditions aren't gonna improve very well. Now this is the hardest section, as there is an invisible bump. If you take that full speed, you're definitely out.
Kun je kijken of ik dit goed doe?
And Yap has a green sector, but he hasn't qualified. I am just taking it very slow. And not, we are allowed to use DRS, as the FIA say. It may be dangerous, but we are allowed to. And we just get enough DRS to start a lap. Now over on to the main track. We set a 2 minute. That is bad. And we go wide into turn 1. No one followed lap, as we just went a little bit off center. And we go wide again, and that's very wide. Is that gonna be able to fill it up? It is just struggling. We're gonna be sliding, drifting maybe. And these are not conditions where you can qualify in. DRS is open! We spin it, but we have one more lap to prove that we can get a pole position for the Grand Prix today. Why did you join again? I said I'm recording when I'm doing qualifying. It is so bad that I think Yap is boxing. Yap had damage. That's why he had those sectors, because he had damage. Not good for the man in P2. We lose time. We lose 2 seconds. 1,999. We lose that much time. Now DRS is open. DRS is so risky. Are you turning? Through the final corners, a supreme cornering. Everyone wants to join us, amazing. It looks us for to getting pole, because I don't think anyone can beat it, as those 2 guys are in the box, and it is. Yap is not setting another lap. It is pole position for us. The last one, you need to we set it 5 laps to just get 1 good lap. And it is pole position for tomorrow, 100%. But let's go immediately to circuit. It's pole position. We just pole P1 in qualifying. Yeah, and nobody can beat that time, as there's no possible way for anyone to say P1. Ferrari we have powered by Red Bull engines, and if I'm not on pole, I'm gonna be very depressed. Round low, come on. What? We are on the front row of the grid, and it's gonna be 10 plus laps against the Lotus. Now we got a 2020 car, and here we spawn this car. Wedge. They say wedge, and is the Lotus on the wedge? No, that guy. And there's a yellow flag. Why was there yellow? I think they just start checking it is gonna be 5 red lights out, and away we go. For the Greece Grand Prix, we take the lead into turn 1, taking it careful, because we don't want to go wide, and there's somebody behind us. Yes, the Lotus is completely struggling. Now we'll take the lead of the Grand Prix of Greece, but we have 10 laps, and the rain is reducing by a lot. Just saving up our ERS before the Lotus can catch us. We use some ERS energy into turn 1, but we lead the Grand Prix. Then comes Domi, then comes Core, I think, because he is very far. Yet we are in the lead. We set the fastest sector, and we are P1. And now it is just gonna be who can stay the longest out on the wets. Is tire we're gonna kick in for us, and he's 11 seconds. What has happened with Domi? Has he crashed? And I think Core didn't even come off the start line, because that is how slow the mediums are in these conditions. And I think it's just gonna be a free victory for us here in Greece. And we set the fastest second sector because we're on P1. Just like we qualifying, it is probably gonna be a win for us. Now this is where you want to use your ERS the most, and then full brake. I think he might have damaged it on me. Oh, we hit it too much curve. We go wide a little. Too much curve. Core's out. Core has crashed out of the Grand Prix of 2022. And we get a cut. We get a cut slowdown. Doesn't matter. We just got a warning from the FIA. And I wanted to save energy as well for this hot lap. And Domi has fallen down. It's Domi, not the Dom. Domi has fallen down the order. Dominic is, I think, not winning this Grand Prix. Or is he playing a 100 IQ strategy of going on to the... Is he on the Inters? If he is, that's a 100 IQ strategy, not gonna lie. Yep, we have said red. It's gonna be red. And one more warning, and we get a penalty from... And Dominic is in. Dominic is into the box. Dominic is in. He had damage. And it is going to be then a V victory if the rain doesn't go lower. 69. Rain, funny number. But it's not a funny race as we hit the wall. Doesn't matter. No. But we do have damage, so we're going to be limping to the pits. With though from happy, it's the final sector. And we can eat, and there's just one main straight left. Now going over onto the main straight. If we can't turn it into the box, I am so depressed. He's not taking the lead, that's 100%. Because pit stops take 30 seconds. He's giving me 31 seconds behind me. If I could keep this into the box. Let's go to the full back as it's the fastest. He's like he's gonna take the lead. He's not taking the lead at all. He's like he's like just in the first sector now, waiting for the change. On on the west, coming back out. If he crashed into the pits, our race is completely over. Oh, he crashed into the pit lane. That is why Domi is so slow. He crashes into the pit lane. Before we come in, he is now up there. And I think he's retiring as there's no point in driving. How do we have 3 cuts? I think because we had the box, that's why we got a cut. But we do have a 2-second time penalty now. So it's 60 seconds between me and Dominic. I would just Dominic. Yeah, we lose so much time, but he is not gaining time. But maybe because he's not in a new sector. Has he retired? Is he retired? It is a free victory. But we only have 3 divers drive. And I think I saw him. And these tires feel way better. As they are way better. Dominic is back in. It's the second pit stop for the Lotus driver. And there goes his Grand Prix. He will take second. But will he be classified as second? We need the new set of fast lap. I think he's going on Inters. That is not good. Are we gonna catch him in the pits? No, we are not. If we lap him, that will be the funniest thing ever in human existence. We had a good lap, but now he's starting our hot lap now. Going over onto the main straight. Oh, we go wide. It's very wide. Is our lap going to be invalidated? No, it's not. It's not invalidated. As we see Dominic struggling. Why did you box for the mediums in these conditions? We lapped him. He has been lapped by a Wayside. One of the worst cars of Formula 1 leads the Grand Prix. In talk. Now going over onto the main stage. He will get the errors just for good measure. But we are 51 tenths up our time. Can we go for the new fastest time? Yeah, probably we will. As our first sector was slow, but he's 203 seconds behind us. So it's a secured victory for us. We can even set, I think, if we want just a slow lap. And we hit the curve, we lose the back end a little. Through that corner, we're gonna try and go full speed if we can. We hit it. Ooh, that was close to the barrier. A little too close. We do the Verstappen drift from 2016. How was that a corner car? I literally drifted. That's not. I will not count that as a penalty. We just 2-second penalty. And FIA are looking into our penalty incident if that was deserved, because we just driving like a lion. I accidentally had a corner cut because we spun one time before the penalty and then one time after the penalty. So I won't count that, and a penalty got removed. And I think I got a penalty like just like that. But it's not off track with 3 tires. 4 tires. We're just trying to take it extra careful now. How that is not a corner cut, as we had 2 tires on circuit, 2 tires off circuit. We were like this. That is not a corner cut. I am not counting that as a warning. We did hit the sausage curve, but we still had a tire on circuit. And rule is, you need 1 tire at least on circuit. And then we're just now trying to warm up for a new faster start, if he even can. And if Dominic is quitting, he's on lap 3 right now, we on lap 5. We have 10 laps of just struggling in the rain. A not so fun Grand Prix. We had way better Grand Prix. Warming up our tires. Just warming them up to get a good run up on our lap. Now over onto the main show. I don't think we have full ERS yet. Yeah, we just had full ERS and we nearly hit the wall. We do hit the wall. We scratched the wall, but no damage. There was a tire, I think. Yeah, our tire hits the wall there. going through the corner. That's not a cut. I'm not. No. FIA are drunk. I'm gonna try and see if I can just save ears on one lap. But we scratched the wall. That was so close. If I was saying that would be a penalty, not just going a little bit wide. And now the FIA has been given also a 4-second time penalty. It's not gonna matter. He's like a lap behind us. So it's not actually going to matter where he finishes, but scratching the wall helps us get 2 minus 6. Regenning ERS as well. I don't know what is going on. He gets another invalid lap. We are just both getting invalid now. As it is so much go. The back marker overtakes us. So the back marker ahead has been given a 10-second time penalty for that. No, I think a 5, but we're not sure how many penalties he's been given. Oh, we scratched the wall in spectacular form. Now over on to mention, this is before all that, and it's dry. We are going in for the soft compound, cause it can make it. Softs will make it to the end. Struggling when we come out, but this is probably what Dominic wants. He is too far back now to even gain. He's gonna need to set. And 6-9 is on new. We're going out on the soft compound, but it is still wet. We don't know what it's gonna be, but we are out on the softs as they will make it. It doesn't matter how slow a lap, because he won't even overtake us. He needs to set one whole more lap. And the track is drying up so fast. This is our moment. We were at the perfect time before for that. If we stayed at one lap, we would probably have lost this Grand Prix. We will probably not won it. But there it goes. He tried to go on to the mediums and do stuff. He couldn't do it, but now it is dry. He has all the mediums. We can just make a full lap on the soft compound as it is possible. 20% rain, no sliding anymore on these soft compounds, sorry. But softs last around 4 laps. So this is gonna be just good for us, as they only last 4 laps. And we got 3 laps remaining, or 4 as people say. And it is just disaster for Dominic. Because he is from such a bad, he is played the chassis. What was unbelievable, if we didn't box for the softs, we would have not been in P1 now. He is 2 laps behind. That is a lot of laps. I don't think. That's not a cut. That's not a cut. Because I wanted to save ERS as well for this moment. Yeah, I'm not counting as a cut. But on the final lap, I wanna get these tires a good until the brim, and we wanna win this. And Dominic has crashed out of the Grand Prix. There is. Dominic is out. What has happened? Has he driven into the wall? Did he just retire because there was no point of winning this Grand Prix? I have no idea. But we are gonna soon. We have the fastest lap of the race. We're the leader. We're gonna get max point 26. But as I said, because it's only G bonus, we're gonna get only 14 points to put it in half. Because the Grand Prix is just the 2 less drivers. There were 4, we would count it as full points, but now there are only 3 drivers, and they are out of the Grand Prix. I'm the only one who will compete for this Grand Prix win. No points for anyone behind me though. It's just sad. Now lap 9, we're gonna try and set the fastest lap if we can. That's a clean turn 1. Get $10,000 even though we invalidated our lap. 15,000 plus the bonus. We set it pole. We are now gonna set glory for the WACHT team. I think their first or second victory ever in the sports, I think. As we won in Australia 2021. And I think we won in 2022. So we're gonna get, this is gonna be our third win in the sport. 100% guaranteed. If we crash, it's just gonna be disaster. Nobody will finish this Grand Prix. Nobody will win. And what do FIA do when everyone is out? We hope our engine doesn't fail us. So we did have that. No engine failures, I think. No, we had no engine failures. But we keep changing it at a good moment. If we get an engine failure on the final lap, and we got a radio message that the fuel is gonna be stuck in lean soon. Well, I'm trying to finish this now. And there it is. It's a lean. The fuel is stuck in lean. On the final lap of the Grand Prix, we have a problem, and our ERS has been just deploying. So there's something wrong with the fuel system and the ERS system. It is disaster for us. If our engine survives one lap with this, and our tires are dead as well, but we have nobody to fight really, so it's gonna be free victory, even though we crash, I think. If our engine goes on the final lap, I am not being happy. We can't even reach 200 miles per hour anymore. And there goes our ERS. Just when we put the throttle up, the ERS, I wanted to do another push lap, but we do have the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Nobody can take that from us. If our engine, if it anti-stalls on the line, just like Lando, we must make it to the end. If we can't, disaster. Both made 2 pit stops for damage, and now it is back. The fuel is back, but the ERS problem is still going. But it doesn't matter. Let's through the final corners we go to take a victory for the 3rd time ever in Formula 1. We win in Greece for the first time ever. We sat still on average lap time. We win in Greece. We are now allowed to drive backwards into the pit lane, as Ginny says, and there comes our ERS just back. Our ERS is back to regen. It doesn't even matter, because we won the Grand Prix with 7 warnings, so a penalty, but that's not gonna do anything, as he did crash, man. The man in P2. So yeah, if you want to see more on the channel, press the like. You're not getting out of the car, as you can see, and it is a splendid victory for us here in. I'm waving to the fans now, as there are no fans, as this is, and I'm just waving to nobody. But that was, now our car is gonna get pushed into the pit lane. And now we could go, and then when our car is pushed into the pit lane, we could go to the interview pen. We got a grid penalty, doesn't do anything, as they both started on the softs. And now we are in the interview. And now you said something. I had a good race. Grid penalties didn't do anything really. It was a fun but the rain was very hard. And then we're gonna ask, how do you feel of getting your test running? He says it feels amazing to get a win after a couple of days. I was driving like a smooth operator. Yeah, I agree. And now, well, that is gonna be the Grand Prix of Greece qualifying and the race. We will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Will we get up into a good team? Yes or no? That's the big question. But goodbye.